Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Get Wedding Ready with me, Wura Manola. Today's video is going to be a very needed video. I'm always asked how much your wedding costs. I get clients that have some budgets that I'm just like, and I just thought, you know what, there needs to be some education on how much a wedding actually costs and why it costs that much, because I feel like there's one thing to know how much it costs, there's another thing to know why it costs that and make peace with it. So today's video, I'm not only going to talk to you guys about how much a wedding costs, I'm actually going to itemize each point so that you can see how they all come together and why weddings can be expensive. So for the purpose of this video, because I'm based in England and I'm a UK wedding planner, I'm going to base this video in pounds, and from what I'm going to talk about pertaining to the UK, but it should still give you an idea and an inclination. You can obviously do your conversion rates and obviously see and match around. So this video is just to give you an idea. If you're in the UK, then this will give you a full picture of how much a wedding costs and how much things cost. I'm going to talk about starting prices, average cost, because without knowing exactly what you want, what kind of wedding you want to have, it's going to be difficult to obviously give you a number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tally this on average, and I'm going to use the average wedding cost. I want to make sure that you guys leave this video having a realistic figure in mind when it comes to your wedding. I'm going to base this video on 100 to 150 guests. Okay, this will be so exciting. First of all, before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, all that good stuff. It really helps me. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So the average wedding cost in the UK is about 32,000, 31,365 thereabout. If you go away from London, it might be a little bit cheaper. So it's just an average. So let's stick to 30,000. Average cost 30,000. That's the budget we're going to work with in this video. So if you're in that range of 100 to 150 guests, then this is the budget for you. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about is your venue. So if you're looking to get married in London, depending on where you're getting married in London, are going to be pricey. So the more central and the more southwest and the more Mayfair, you know, your wedding is going to be expensive, and the more you push out, going out of London and it's not so central, the more affordable your venue is going to be. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to give you a round figure of £5,000. Obviously, depending on where you go, it can be cheaper and it can be more expensive, but we're going to use £5,000. I think that's very decent to get you a venue for 100 to 150 guests, depending on where you go. There's a venue that I've used in, you know, in the Midlands that was 2,500 for 100 people. That's half of this. So next thing we're going to cover is food. When it comes to food, to make it more affordable, we tend to use outside kitchen because we want our jollof rice, we want our fried rice and everything, our moi moi. So we want all of that. And what I'm going to do is we're going to get a venue that allows you to get outside catering. Outside catering means that you can get your own caterer. You don't have to use the food at the venue. For the sake of this video, we're going to get outside catering, because if you get catering from the venue, it's going to be very expensive. So for the purpose of this video, I've got my notes here. I'm going to tally the food to £4,000. If you divide that for 100 guests, that's about £40 per head, and that is good enough to get you some starters, mains, and possibly some dessert. Obviously, the more things you add to that, the more it will increase it, but 4,000 is a good range for 100 to 150 guests. So that's your food. The next item we have is your drinks. So for drinks, I've tallied it up to 1,500. Please be aware that if you're just going to have white wine, soft drinks, and water and juices, this should be okay for 100 to 150 guests. Whereas if you're going to have champagne, Dom Perignon, it's going to get very pricey. So there are ways you can do this, but I've added 1,500 because that should be sufficient for about 100 to 150 guests. If you divide it by 100, that's £15 per head. Okay, so after drinks, we have a photography. For really good photography in the UK, you're looking at around £2,000 starting price. And that would do you with 2 photographers, 10 hours of photography. Might or might not get your wedding album, just depends on the photographer you choose. But I'm going to put it at 2,000 because I feel like you can get a decent photographer for £2,000. The next one I'm going to have is video. For decent video as well, you're looking around £1,500 to £2,000 and above, but I'm going to keep it as £1,500. You can do less hours of footage, and you can decide to get maybe 2 videographers instead of 3. So the things you can do around. So I'm just going to keep it at 1,500. This is literally just average cost. Like, without knowing you as a bride and as a couple, I can't really give you an accurate cost. So they can be higher and they can be lower. So after video, the next thing on my item is your makeup. For a good makeup artist, for really good makeup artist, you're looking at £500, and that's for a makeup artist to do your makeup in the morning and stay for a change of look. So you're looking at around £500 for your makeup. The next one I'm going to go into is your hair. So for a really good hairstylist with the bundles, you can get this for around £650. So adding your bundles and having the styling of your hair, you can get this for around £650. That should be good. One thing I will say is that your trials are not included in this, and all your vendor transportations, accommodations are not included in this. So I just wanted to let you know. So moving on to the next one. For the next one, we've got your MC. For a really, really good MC in the UK, you're looking at a starting price of £650. That can get you a decent MC. Obviously, the more known and obviously the more experienced the MC gets, it's gonna be more expensive. And next, we're gonna move on to DJ. My favorite. For a really good DJ in the UK, you're looking at around £750, and similar to MC, depending on the experience, it might get obviously more expensive, but I'm going to put that at £750, and it depends on the hours when it comes to your MC and the DJ. It depends on how many hours you need them for. Obviously, if you need an MC and a DJ for less hours, if you have a shorter wedding, then it's not going to cost you as much. Moving on to the next item. Next thing we have is your decor. For 100 to 150 people for decor, you're looking at around £5,500 for a decent decor. Because remember, that's 10 to about 15 tables. If I break down decor a little bit, your wedding stage, you have your charger page, you have your linen, you have your napkins, you have your centerpieces, you know, there's all of that. Again, especially when it comes to decor, is so bespoke. So what I'm saying now is literally just an average. Yeah, so this is an average. Without knowing what you want, it's going to be hard to really pinpoint it. Okay. The next one we have is your dance floor. So if your dance floor is included in decor and you get a good deal, great. If not, you're looking at around £1,000 for a seamless white dance floor. And if you're going to add your initials on it, you're looking at extra £150. So that's £1,150. Obviously, you can get it cheaper from maybe £850 or £950, depending on who you get for, but this is just an average cost. The next one is your wedding dress and accessories. If you go to a really good bridal boutique, you can get a decent wedding dress for £2,000. Obviously, the more designer you want to go and the more flamboyant and the more like extra you want to get is more expensive, but you should get a decent dress for £2,000, and your veil and some of the accessories that come with it, you should be able to do a really good deal and get that for £2,500 included. The next one on my list is your groom suit. So for a decent suit, you're looking at around £500, and if he's going to get it custom made, you're looking around from about £700, £800 and £900 and above for his suit. So we're gonna keep it at £500 for this. The next one is your shoes for your bride. I put £350, but by all means go to the high street and get the shoe. It's fine. Depending on your dress, your shoes might not even show throughout the whole day. But if you want to get like a good bridal shoe, I put £350 there. Obviously, the more designer and the more like Louboutins and Jimmy Choos and whatever you want to get, you're looking at, you know, going into the almost £1,000 and above. Next one is your shoes for your groom. I put £250. That should get a decent shoe for your groom, especially if it's not a designer shoe. I see how we're speeding through this. I love it. The next one is your bouquet. So £150 should get you a really good bridal bouquet. Obviously, the more flowers that you want and the more drama and whatever, depending on what you want, it can be more expensive or it can be cheaper. The next one we have is your wedding cake. I've put £500. That's not really realistic, but if you want a very simple cake with not a lot of tears, because I'm seeing a lot of the simple smaller cakes coming back, then you can get away with £500, and all of them might not be real cake. You might have to do a little bit of dummy on 1 or 2 tiers. Obviously, the more flamboyant and the more exaggerated you want your cake to be, you're looking at obviously more than that. The next one we have is your change of dress, and I've actually put £500, which is not very realistic, but you can get a change of dress for £500. You can rent dresses, you can buy a dress from maybe Virgo's Lounge. There's so many places you can get a change of dress. If you get someone to make it, £500 should still be sufficient, but it depends on who is making it. So now the total we have is £27,815. And let me tell you the things that I've not included on this list. I've not included your wedding planning fee, and a good wedding planner, depending on the experience, the expertise, and how long they've been doing this, can start from anywhere from £3,000. That takes you up to £30,000. I've not added a buffer. You should have a buffer in your budget for anything that is unseen that can come into. That should be 10% of your budget, and that's another £3,000. Buffer means like just contingency money, right? So the things I've not included is your bridesmaids bouquets, your bridesmaids robe, your jewelry, vendor transport and accommodation, parking for vendors, your favor bags for your guests, cleaning, security. I've not added any of that, and we're already at 30,000. So can you see how when you itemize all these things, they add up, and that's how you get to that figure. So when people see, they're like, oh, 25,000, 30,000, that's a lot of money. But when you actually table it out, you understand that. I don't want to mislead anyone, and I don't want any vendor coming in thinking that I am underpricing their services. This is literally that all these prices I've given you are prices that I've worked off. So I've gotten a venue for less than 5,000. I've gotten food for less than 4,000. I've gotten drinks for less than 1,500. I've gotten an MC for, you know, the price I've mentioned. I've gotten a photographer for the price I mentioned. So these are all costs that I've dealt with. Obviously, I deal with different vendors. Obviously, some vendors charge more, some vendors charge less. Just depends on who you're dealing with. And ultimately, it comes down to my couple's budget, depending on how much they're willing to spend and what's important for them. For example, decor might be more important for my couple, so I would put a lot more money into decor. And maybe she's happy to do morning only for makeup and get someone for 250 or 300, or she's happy to keep her short hair and she takes off the hair out of it and just gets her local salon to style it the night before. So it's just, there are ways around this. So this is just to give you guys an idea. Depending on what you're going for, this could be less and this could be more. And that's why doing a video like this can be a bit difficult, because you don't want to mislead people. So for me, this is literally just a guide for you guys to know that, okay, this is what you're looking at, you know. Just let you know that it just depends on what you're after. So I hope this video has been useful to give you guys an idea of how much things cost. And please, I'm so tired of the bashing culture of when people are like, why are things this expensive? Wedding vendors, like, I'm so tired of it. Like, people charge what they feel they're worth. It's up to you if you want to get the services or not. You don't have to bash someone that they're expensive or they're overpriced, or, you know, they're, you know, just things that people say like, I'm so over it. Like, it's simple. So someone has charged something, and even as a planner, it's my job to find you the right vendor. So if you have a budget, get someone who's in your budget rather than bashing someone who's not in your budget and trying to squeeze them down to your budget. So be realistic with your budget. I've already tabled out how much your budget can cost. I hope it's really been helpful. Use that as a guide to, you know, put together a wedding budget and be realistic when you're approaching your vendor. So when your vendors actually call out some of these prices, for example, if you get a DJ that is saying is $950, you know that, okay, where I said a good DJ is $750. So yeah, that's not too far off, you know. Or if you get a dance floor that is $1,300, you know, oh, you know, okay, where I said is $1,150 with monogram. So yeah, I hope this video has really been useful and it's really helped you guys to understand, you know, how much your wedding cost and how much the wedding budget looks like. I do have a sample budget that I've always had. It's a very simple Excel spreadsheet. So if you want that, send me an email and I'll send that to you. I do have a wedding checklist which is out. So if you want help in, you know, planning your wedding from start to finish, maybe you don't have a planner, or maybe you're a very hands-on bride, please click the link in the below for my wedding checklist. It's 9 months plus of amazing tips and advice and tasks to help you get your wedding moving from A to Z. Like, if you don't know where to start with wedding planning, that checklist is for you. All right guys, this is everything that I have. I hope this video has really been helpful. Yeah, see you guys in my next video.